Phil Mack and Mat Turner of the Seattle Seawolves. Thanks for joining us today. Let's start right there with that play. You've been a part of rugby your entire lives. Where does that play rank among all the games you played in?
That's right at the top of the list for me. Not just from winning it last year to going to season 2 and having to back it up again 2 seasons in a row. We had all the pressure on us this season, and what a way to win. It's in the last play of the last minutes of the season.
Seriously, Phil, how about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think, having lost to San Diego twice throughout the year, and like Matt said, the pressure of trying to, defend the Shield and bring it back to Seattle, to get that done, and, just the belief we had in each other to get it over the line was something special. And, looking at that photo behind us, I could look at that for a while. It's pretty fun.
And you could also look at that final play for a while. You said you've seen it about 100 times. You said that in the commercial break. Let's show that one more time, because to those in our audience who might not be as familiar with rugby, explain exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, so there's a few ways you can advance the ball in rugby. This is a rolling maul. It's usually done by the forwards, and in this particular play, we knew we had to invest basically, everything into it. So we spoke as a group and said we're going to send the house at this one, and we got every back that was able, minus Matt. But no, honestly, it's just a lot of practice goes into those sorts of things, and when the pressure's on the most, that's where you have to resort to your practice, and to pull that out and get it over the line was pretty special. And it's just a tactic that you can use in rugby called a maul.
Yeah, and this wasn't just the final minute of regulation. This was the final minute of extra time. This was after regulation was over. You either push the pile over the line or you lose the match, you lose the championship. What was going through your mind as you watched this whole thing develop, Matt?
As Phil said, luckily I wasn't actually involved in that maul, so I had a great view of the whole thing. I always knew with our team, we're going to always fight to the last minute, and throughout the season, our team is known for coming back in the last 20 minutes of games. This time it took us 80 minutes, and we came back in the last, the 2 extra minutes after the 80 minutes. But I never had a doubt that we weren't going to pull it off. When we had that kick to touch and we were 10 meters off from the line, I knew the forwards and these boys would come up with something special, and they did.
I love you guys both wearing your championship T-shirts today. You also are the beneficiaries of winning the championship trophy for the 2nd year in a row. Somebody finally got smart, made it only 20 pounds this year as opposed to the 80-pound shield. It's possibly the heaviest trophy in all of sports last year. This year they cut it down by about 75%. It was great. You brought it into the studio tonight. What does it mean for this franchise, though, to be able to go back-to-back in its first 2 years of existence?
I think, for me, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for the players, to bring that back and reward the fans. They've been so loyal to us, and, even on our away games, they're bringing Starfire with them. We've had some away games with louder Seawolves fans there than the actual home team. So for us, as players, we feel really appreciative of that, and, the support you guys are showing us to bring us on and really put spotlight onto rugby. It means the world to us. So, we're proud to bring that back, but we're mostly proud to bring it to this part of the world and Pacific Northwest rugby.
You certainly deserve it. This is also the 2nd straight year that you've lost to a team twice in the regular season, only to beat that team in the championship match. The resiliency of this team, where does that come from?
I think we're quite lucky. We've got a wide range of guys that have played at different levels, all across the world. And they're bringing that experience all into a relatively small group of guys. And we get to spend a lot of time together, and we have the conversations that we need to have. It's open, honest conversations. If we're not doing things well, we don't hide behind things and wait for it to fix itself. And I think it really shows throughout our performances the resilience of our senior players standing up and putting their hands up, saying at the right time, making the right calls, and that video clip plays again, and that shows you exactly how resilient we are.
Yeah, I received a lot of emails this week, and there's an overriding theme right there. People enjoy the Seawolves, not only because the prices are lower, but also that the atmosphere is incredible in Tukwila at Starfire Sports Complex. You touched on that, but also the accessibility of the players as well. You guys have taken the time to interact with the fan base. How much do you enjoy that aspect of playing rugby?
I think, one of the reasons I chose rugby was, in part to the culture, and there's a lot of mutual respect, and it's rooted in family more than anything, and that's what we're trying to build as an organization, is a good family feel, and that includes our fan base, that includes everybody that contributes to the back office, to our teammates, and speaking of resiliency, I think the tighter your family is, the more you can get through together. So You know, for us, that's a major part of it, is making sure the fans feel appreciated, making sure that, you know, Seattle is a home for all the players that show up.
Quickly, is there going to be a parade? You guys deserve one. 2 straight championships. Are we going to have some sort of celebration?
We're hoping so.
Okay.
I've heard a rumor.
Okay, well, fingers crossed. Hopefully, we're going to hear some news about that in the next day or so. You got the championship.
You got your championship
Thank
shirt,
you
buddy.
so much, guys. I really appreciate that. It's going up in the office along with all the other great sports memorabilia we have. Thank you so much. 2-time defending now Major League Rugby champions, the Seattle Seawolves, Phil Mack and Matt Turner. Thanks so much for joining us, and good luck next season as well.
Thank you very much.
Cool, guys.
All right. Thank you, Aaron, and congratulations to the Seawolves as well.